There was a moment in my life where everything shifted, not because someone changed, but because I did. And it wasn't loud, it wasn't traumatic, it was a quiet decision. I took what was mine and I left the rest. For a long time, I thought healing meant fixing everything, understanding everything, revisiting everything. But that's not what it was. Healing was a decision to keep what strengthened me and release everything that didn't. The strength, the awareness, the clarity, that was mine. The pain wasn't. Something changed after that. I stopped staying in places that didn't feel right. I stopped negotiating with manipulation. I stopped trying to make things work that weren't aligned, and not out of anger, out of clarity. Because I realized something simple. Peace is more valuable than familiarity. And once you feel real peace, you can't go back to chaos and call it normal anymore. I used to think being chosen was the goal, being loved, being wanted. But that changed too. Now, alignment is the goal. And if something isn't aligned, I don't stay. Not because I don't care, because I care about myself enough not to. Another shift happened that I didn't expect. I stopped following blindly, not people, not systems, not beliefs that didn't feel true to me. I started thinking for myself. And when you do that, you start seeing everything differently. You stop outsourcing your truth. And that's where real power begins. People talk about sovereignty like it's this big concept. But for me, it became very simple. It's the ability to love without losing yourself. No needing, no clinging, no abandoning who you are to keep someone. Just choosing. Choosing from clarity, choosing from wholeness. That's what real love looks like. That was something else I had to face. I used to hear people say, you have to love yourself first. And I didn't fully understand it. I thought it was just something people said until I experienced it. And when I did, everything changed. The relationships I chose, the way I showed up, the way I feel about myself, everything. And this is the part that matters the most. You don't find love in someone else. You don't fix your past by recreating it in a different form. You don't become whole by being chosen. You become whole the moment you stop abandoning yourself. And once that happens, everything else aligns. So if you're in that right place right now, when things feel like they're shifting, when you're starting to see patterns, when you're starting to choose yourself, you're not losing anything. You're becoming something, and that changes everything. If this resonated with you, subscribe, because this is part of a much bigger journey I'm sharing here. And if you've experienced this shift, comment below. I'd love to hear your story.